The autumn rain drummed against the marble steps of the Royal Crown Hotel as Zara Mitchell stepped out of her modest rental car. She had deliberately chosen simple clothes, jeans and a plain jacket, wanting to see how her staff truly treated everyday guests. The five-star hotel gleamed under the city lights, its gold fixtures catching the glow from within. Zara pushed through the revolving doors, water droplets still clinging to her jacket. The lobby bustled with wealthy patrons in designer suits and evening gowns. Crystal chandeliers cast warm light across polished floors. At the front desk, a young white receptionist named Brad looked up with obvious disdain. His eyes swept over Zara's casual appearance, his lips curling into a sneer. "Excuse me, miss," Brad said coldly, "I think you might be lost. This is a luxury establishment." Zara maintained her composure, stepping closer to the marble counter. "I'd like to check in, please. I have a reservation." Brad laughed, not bothering to check his computer. "I highly doubt that. Someone like you couldn't afford our rates." Security. Within moments, manager Marcus Thompson emerged from his office, his expensive suit tailored perfectly. He approached with the same dismissive attitude, his eyes narrowing as he assessed Zara. "What seems to be the problem here?" Marcus asked, his voice dripping with condescension. "This woman claims she has a reservation," Brad explained, gesturing dismissively toward Zara. Marcus crossed his arms, blocking Zara's path to the elevators. "Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Our establishment caters to a very specific clientele." The lobby conversation died as guests turned to watch the spectacle. Whispers rippled through the crowd, phones discreetly recording the scene. "I assure you, I belong here," Zara said firmly, her voice steady despite the growing humiliation. "Security, please escort this woman out," Marcus commanded, waving toward two burly guards approaching rapidly. The guards flanked Zara, their presence intimidating as curious onlookers gathered closer. She had no choice but to walk toward the exit, her dignity intact but her heart burning with righteous anger. Outside in the parking lot, Zara sat in her rental car, hands trembling with controlled fury. She pulled out her phone and dialed her assistant. "Elena, it's me," Zara said, her voice tight with emotion. "I need you to pull up the hotel security cameras immediately." "Ms. Mitchell, what's wrong?" Elena Martinez asked, concern evident in her tone. "I just got kicked out of my own hotel. I want everything recorded from the past 30 minutes. Every word, every gesture." "Oh my God, Zara. I'm accessing the system now." Through the phone speaker, Zara could hear Elena typing rapidly. "I've got it all here. The footage is crystal clear. Brad Richardson and Marcus Thompson. Their behavior is absolutely inexcusable." Zara took a deep breath, her business instincts taking over. "Contact our legal team. Have them meet me back at the hotel in exactly 9 minutes. It's time these people learn who they work for." Exactly 9 minutes later, Zara strode back through the hotel's revolving doors. This time, she wasn't alone. 3 lawyers in sharp suits flanked her, briefcases in hand, documents ready. Brad looked up from his computer screen, his face paling as he recognized the woman he'd just humiliated. "Wait, you can't just..." "Actually, I can," Zara interrupted, her voice now carrying the authority she'd kept hidden. She placed her identification and ownership papers on the marble counter with deliberate precision. Marcus rushed forward from his office, his confident swagger evaporating as he read the documents. His hands shook as he realized the truth. "Ladies and gentlemen," Zara announced to the stunned lobby, her voice echoing off the marble walls. "I am Zara Mitchell, owner and CEO of this hotel chain." Guests rippled through the crowd. Brad's face turned ashen white, beads of sweat forming on his forehead. Marcus stumbled backward, his expensive suit suddenly feeling like a costume. The security guards who had escorted her out now stood frozen, understanding the magnitude of their mistake. Panic spread through the staff like wildfire. Zara stepped behind the front desk, her presence commanding absolute silence throughout the lobby. She looked directly at Brad, then Marcus, her gaze unwavering. "Brad Richardson, Marcus Thompson, you are both terminated immediately," she declared, her voice cutting through the tension like a blade. "Security personnel who participated in this discrimination, you're also dismissed." The fired employees stood speechless, their careers crumbling in real time. Other staff members watched in horror, wondering about their own futures. Effective immediately, this hotel will implement zero-tolerance policies for discrimination, Zara continued, addressing the remaining employees and gathered guests. Every team member will undergo mandatory sensitivity training. Anyone who cannot treat all guests with equal respect has no place in my establishment. She turned to her legal team. File reports with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Document everything we witnessed tonight. The message was clear and decisive. Change wasn't coming gradually, it was happening right now. Justice had arrived swiftly and without compromise, leaving no room for excuses or second chances in her business. 3 months later, the Royal Crown Hotel buzzed with renewed energy. Zara had personally hired a diverse team of professionals who shared her vision of equality and excellence. The new staff treated every guest with genuine warmth and respect. News outlets had covered the story extensively, transforming the hotel into a powerful symbol of accountability and change. Bookings increased as travelers sought out businesses that stood firmly against discrimination. Standing in the same lobby where she'd been humiliated, Zara smiled as she watched her new team in action. A young black concierge helped an elderly couple with their luggage while a Latina manager welcomed a family with genuine enthusiasm. Justice isn't just about punishment, Zara reflected quietly. It's about creating opportunities for those who deserve them and building a future where dignity isn't determined by appearance. The Royal Crown Hotel had become more than a luxury destination. It was proof that standing up against injustice could create lasting, meaningful change that benefited everyone.